Hi all, I welcome you in the session which is SQL for beginners. So in this session we'll be covering basic queries on SQL, where clause, select clause, all these basic SQL queries. So for this we'll be doing running these SQL commands in Workbench, that is Microsoft Workbench. So let's get started. So this is my SQL Workbench, and this is a place where you write queries. So for this, let's start by seeing what all databases we have in our system. So for this, we write command show databases. Please note that in SQL, it is not case sensitive. So you can write in capital and small and control enter. So we see there are many databases. Today we'll be covering this awesome checklist database, and we'll be running some basic queries on this database. So in a database, there are many tables. So let's see what all tables do we have in this database. So for this, we'll write show tables. A note after writing this, it is followed by semicolon. So this is a way to end a SQL statement. So we see there are these tables, 4 tables: geo, people, product, and sales. Now let's say we want to see what is there in sales table. So for that, we are going to use select command. Is very useful. We'll be using it a lot. Select star. So a star means we are not limiting any columns. So we are mentioning what all columns we need, and we are not also putting any restriction on rows. So select star, but from where you want to select star from. So which table? So that is sales, and control enter. So you see that we have whole data set here. So we have all the columns. So if you see, there is this ID, SP ID, geo ID, product ID, and then sales date, amount, customers, and boxes here. We have all the columns here. Say if we don't want to see all the columns, and rather we want to pick only few columns. So how can we do that? So we can, instead of writing star, we can mention what all columns we want. So we can write select, say, geo ID, amount, and customers. One good way of doing that is you write from table name, that is like from sales. Select from sales first, so that you will get when you are writing the names of these columns, you'll get the hint as in like what all columns are there. So that is one good way of writing it. So control enter, and here we see that we have geo ID, amount, and customers from sales. So there is some problem. We can't write amount and customers. We have to write amount, customers from sales. Control enter. Yeah. Now let's say we want other columns. Say we want select, we want amount, want boxes. Rather start with writing from sales, and then let go to select amount and boxes, or what else we have? Yeah, sale date. So sale date, amount, boxes, and say we also want to see what is the amount per box. So amount per boxes from sales, and control enter. So there's a problem here. So it is not sale date. So yeah, the problem was that we have not inserted the semicolon here. So the system will not know that we have ended the uh, statement here. So yes. Okay, so now select sale date, amount, boxes, amount per boxes from sales. So control enter and we get all these sale date, amount, boxes, and this amount per boxes has been calculated. So there are various other ways of writing this amount by boxes. Say if you want to calculate it as like amount per boxes, but you don't want to show it like this, so there are other ways of doing that. Let me copy and paste it here. And let's say we write it amount as amount per box. Yeah, as amount per box, and control enter. So the problem here is we have to put it in single inverted commas, not double inverted commas. So control enter, and here we see it's not coming as amount per boxes, but it is coming as amount per box. Now let's do some other queries, and let's start with filtering the data. So again, let's take all whole data set. So we start with this, select star from sales, control enter, and we are putting a condition here. Condition is that we want only where amount is greater than 10,000. Yes. So put semicolon, control enter. So where amount is greater than 10,000, we had to remove semicolon from here, so we are ending it here. So the whole line is select star from sales and where amount is greater than 10,000, and here we get the result. So we see all the all the records where we have the amount more than 10,000 that are showing up. So where clause is kind of a filter. So you remember we have in Excel, we have filter, we have sort also. So let's see how can we sort. So for that we use the clause order by. So order by, say we want to order by amount, and if we don't put any condition, say if I write only order by amount and put a semicolon here. Actually, you have to remove a semicolon here and then control enter. Yeah, so order by amount, so it will order in ascending order. So you see 10,010, but if I give a command right descending here, then only it will be giving it descending. So ascending order is default when we use this order by. So let's add descending here, descending, control enter, and now we get 27,000 at first. So this has sorted it in descending order now. Now let's put some more filter conditions. So we used greater than condition. Let's say we want to select boxes where boxes is greater than 0. So we are adding two conditions here, and less than or equal to 50. So we have to write boxes less than equal to 50. Control enter. So now we have all those records where we have less than or equal to 50 boxes, but it does not have any record which has like 0 box. So because we have given this condition here, that is greater than 0. Now let's see some more queries including sale date. For that, first of all, let's close it here, and this is statement here, and let's write, select those columns. So we have to select sale date, amount, sale date, amount, from which table it is, sales table. So now the condition is we want to see all those records which has wherein the amount is higher than 10,000 and the year of sale date is 2022. So we have year from 21, we have 22. So but we want it of 2022, all those which has amount greater than 10,000. So how we do that? So after calling in these two columns, what we can put is where. So what exactly we want? The filter condition, that where clause, where amount is greater than 10,000 and year which we are going to get from sale date is equal to 2022. And after we get that, we want to order this amount by descending order. So first let's run this. So we get sale date and amount, and we have taken all those where amount is greater than 10,000 and the year is 2022. But the thing is that the amount is, you see here, it's not sorted. And like I said before, if you just, how do we sort it? We use order by clause to sort. In case I want to sort it in descending order, because generally we would be more interested in finding the higher orders amount first. So order by amount. So if you just write order by amount, then it will be sorted in ascending order, and here we are writing descending. And control enter. So these were some of basic SQL queries. Actually, I'll be covering all other SQL queries in my next video. So here, just a quick recap before we end the session. We learned how to see all the databases, and in these databases we have tables, how to see these tables, and then select whole data. We use a star if we want to select whole data, that is no restriction on columns. And if we want to select individual columns, then we can select it like this. If we want to do any calculation, so amount by boxes here, any mathematical calculation. But if you don't want that to be shown, so you can write it as amount per box. We also learned how to filter the data, so using where clause, and to sort it by using order by. There are other conditions that I showed, that if you want to see between, that is greater than 0 or less than 50 number of boxes, how to put that condition here. And yes, if you want to not just numbers, but if you want to filter by date also, so where we had this double condition here using where clause, that amount is greater than 10,000, but I wanted this for only 2022 date. So, and then order by, that is basically sorting by descending. So that was all. Thank you very much.